Hey guys, so welcome to Hill House. Today I'll be building or trying to build the house from the Haunting of Hill House TV series. It is my all-time favorite Netflix series. There is no other. I've watched it about I think 3 times. I think I watched it fully twice and then just watched reviews and different stuff on it. Anyway, enough what do young people call it, yapping. I will get started on it. Tell me what y'all think about builds and if y'all want to see me do some more. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, so right now I didn't know if I was going to voice this over. I don't really know what much to say because it was just basically very difficult. Hill House is a beast. It's a beast, but I wanted to kind of show y'all my whole process. Do I want to do builds again? I'm not sure if I do. I am not, as I always said in most of my videos, I'm not a builder. I'm just not. But I was loving the series. I was watching some videos on it, and the Haunting of Hill House was just so much fun. And I said, I want this in my game. I literally said that to myself. I said, I want to live in Hill House. And I saw some of the houses in Ravenwood, and they were fine. They were actually very good. They're actually quite scary, but man, to have Hill House in Ravenwood, yes, this is Ravenwood's whole neighborhood. I saw they had a nice big lot, 64 by 64, and it's called Hay Hill Landing. And I said, I can't let an opportunity like that go to waste. I said, Hay Hill, like that's so cool. So I know the Hill House Manor or house was based off of, I think it's called Bisham. Let me take a quick look. Let me type it in real fast. I'm not going to turn my microphone on. I'm just going to just type it in. So you might hear some typing. Hill House. Yep. I think I forget now what it's called. I can't even find it so quickly. There it is. It's based off of the Bisham Manor. So I looked that up, and it's not exactly like Hill House. I know that some people made base theirs off of Bisham. And I said, okay. Now, the Bisham Manor, when I tried it, I felt overwhelmed. I'm not going to lie. I felt like, ooh, this is going to be hard. Because it has so much more detail. Where I noticed that I typed in Hill House itself. And I even went to Chat GPT, and I was like, I said, is it based off of Bisham? And he's like, yeah, but they film it in separate sets. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's why it's not exact, because the interior of Bisham Manor is so different than Hill House, the TV series. And I said, you know what? That's why you see me kind of change my mind a lot in this. I said, I want Hill House, the TV series. I don't want Bisham. And it's a difference, because basically I had to kind of just like fudge it, because if you base off of Bisham, you actually have a real house. If you base it off of Hill House TV series, you have a bunch of stage sets. And I wanted the stage sets. I wanted them instead. And when you want the stage sets, it's going to be very different and very hard to base it off of what you want. It was a decision. That's why you see a lot of indecision while I'm making this. I'm basically trying to figure out what I want. I said, do I want Bisham, which is going to be like an actual real house, or do I want Hill House? And in the end, Hill House won. And I was able to make it correspond with the stage sets inside of the house. So I have a lot of indecision, a lot of indecisiveness happening here. But we shall see how it turns out. I mean, I know how it turns out, but yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all guys while I was working on it. It took me a long time. This took me many hours. You can't tell because I now sped it up, but you see the whole camera just like moving back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like you just see it as bouncing. I also have all the packs. So that's the thing about it. I have all the packs. And that means basically that might be hard for you to download it because I have all the sim packs. And I was thinking about that. Like I was using the castle pack right now. And another decisive moment for me, I can't really talk tonight, was when I realized that people can't download my stuff. I said, how many people are going to have all the packs? It's going to be difficult. But do I want it to look like how I want it to look? Or do I want to make it downloadable? And that's like the number one hard question. So let me know in the comments if y'all want me to make one where it's like base game friendly. I'm telling you, if I make it base game friendly, it's just going to be just a blank slate. It's not going to be nothing in there. It's just going to be just gray wall matter. So, because I needed to use all my packs for this house. And so let me know. But if you do use it or download it in any way, please give me credit. I would love it because it spreads my YouTube channel around. And I'm trying to get up to that 4,000 watch hours. So yeah, speaking of that, if y'all can just put me in the background, I would love it. So this is the dodecahedron right here, making them steps. It was so hard. It didn't make no sense because I needed to look like the series, not the actual. So, oh my gosh. So I had never done platforming before, ever. I just never needed it in my game. You see, also be save a lot because my computer likes to tend to crash sometimes. So, and though it hasn't crashed in a while, which I'm really happy about. So, but you will see a little saves here and there. So this is my original steps. And I realized I hated it so bad. I said, that's not Hill House. That's not Hill House steps. What is that? That's tab don't know how to build steps. That's what that is. So I started finding reference pictures of Bisham. And then I said, no, I want the series. And I just studied the series. Now, that was fun to do because I'm already a big fan of the series anyway. And I realized I needed a platform. I never did platform before. And I said, okay, I can do it, I think. And it was some major platform action happening here. So you'll see me just struggle. And I thought really hard. So do I want to take the struggle out? But I said, if anybody wants to build too, at least you can see what I did. So you can see how I brainstormed it and figured out what I was going to do here. But was it hard? Yeah. Did it make the house complicated? Yeah. Did I mess up and spend many, many hours saying I'm going to quit? Most certainly. But I kept going. Like I said, if you do use my build, please give me credit. I would love it. And if you use my techniques, you don't gotta give me credit. You just don't. But it would be nice if you did. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all how it turned out. I'm proud of it. I think it's really cool. And I really want to like the stage set. So I built a third layer because when I made the thing so high, so I got to break open the ceiling. I made the bottom part so high, and then the walls disappeared, and it was just been a mess. And I had to go back outside. Take the roof. Look, you see how much my camera's going insane right now? I had to go back, take the roof off, make the ceiling higher because of my giant platforms, redo everything. And I was ready to quit. I truly was. I said, this is beyond me. I said, why would I make one of my first builds, the Hill House? I went for one of the hard house. I didn't try something small. I told you I'm not a builder. I'm just not. I'm not a builder. And I went for a hard one because I'm a fan. And I really do. That's kind of my motivation for a lot of stuff. If I'm a fan of something, I'm a big fan. I'm not a fan of many things. But when I'm a fan, I'm a big fan. And so I'm a huge fan of Hill House, the series. I also loved the Shirley Jackson's novel. I didn't read it, but I listened to it on audio. I had placed it on, not now, but maybe 3 years ago, I had put it on the audio book. And I loved it. It's completely different than Hill House. It's so different. It's not the same at all. But I love the tiny little references like the Cup of Stars and the Crane family and all that stuff. And it's just it was beautiful. It was so well done. But it's so different than Shirley's novel. So different. So, yeah, it just is. It's been a while since I saw it, though. So, yeah, and I just really loved the series. Netflix series was so good. Loved it. I still, to this day, don't quite understand why the mother went crazy, though. Like, she caused all the pain in her kids' lives. And that kind of always bothered me. Like I was when I watched the series, I was like, dang, she's trying to keep them from pain, keep them from the drugs, keep them from all that. But the irony is, she ended up being the number one cause of it when she tried to kill them dead. Ah, man, that series really still gets me. Still gets me. Love it, though. Then I love The Haunting. Remember that 90s film? I think it came out in the 90s, right? The Haunting. It's a bug tormenting me right now. I want to kill it. I don't want to stop, again, I don't want to stop my recording, but I'm going to kill this bug. Yeah, but do you remember The Haunting? It was based off, I think, off of Shirley's novel as well. It was really based off of that. And, see, now I had to kill it. I think I killed it. Do you hear the clap sound? It's me literally killing the bug. Yeah, it's just laying there dead now. Well, it was bothering me, so that's his problem. But now it's stuck on my keyboard, and I gotta take care of that later. In between the keys, and that's wonderful. But yeah, so so the I think it's called what's it called? I mean, right now I'm literally on my laptop right now, so it's called The Haunting. Just The Haunting, the 90s film. Yeah, The Haunting came out in 1999. That was my favorite movie. That was my favorite. I loved that movie so much. That's before, of course, Hill House. But I believe it's based off of the same book. And I adored it. And when I was making this house, I was curious which house I wanted to base it off of. Did I want to base it off of the 1999 movie? Or did I want to base it off my favorite? Now, what's interesting is The Haunting, the 1999 movie's location is so different. It's, I'm looking up right now. It's based off of... it says Hill House in Berkshire for the 90s. It's the gorgeously over-the-top Harlaxton Manor. Oh my goodness, it's so much different. It's huge. Maybe I'll do that. No, I'm not. Why even lie to you? I'm not. Why even pretend? I'm looking at it right now. I was going to say, maybe I'll do it next. And I just looked at it. I said, oh my gosh. It dwarfs. It makes Bisham look like a baby castle. Oh my goodness, the one from 1999 looks like why'd y'all even build this? Who did this? It is vast. No, I will not be doing that. We're not doing that. So now let's go into the inside. I am not a micro decorator. I'm just not. So I wanted to look like the series, but I'm not going to do all that micro decoration. Like I said, if you do download my house, please let me. And you want to decorate it, like, send it to me. I would love to see it. If you use it in one of your videos, let me see it. I would love it because I'm not a micro decorator. I'm just not going to do it. So I gave it basically, I wanted it to look more so spooky. I wanted to make it look like the series. And now I'm building that famous you know the place where the girl goes crazy and jumps off and her mom goes crazy there too. I was building the famous circular stairway. That was fun to build. That was fun. So I figured when I'm done building, I'm going to do my usual tour. And I'm going to make 2 separate videos. This is my plan. After I'm done building, I'm going to do my usual tour type of video at the end of this video. Show all the inside like I always do. Voice it over. And then I was going to make it into a separate video as well. One with the tour and one where it's just showing the build. So this is going to be the build video and it's going to have a tour. And then it'll just be a tour by itself. So that should be pretty cool. So right now I'm doing the famous hallway where he sees the Hat Man. Man, if y'all want to be scared, if y'all like a nice old-fashioned scary, it's a good series. If you haven't watched it, please do. I don't think you'll regret it. Not at all. Especially if you love horror, it'll make you think. I really believe you're not going to regret that at all. Wow, I really am looking right now at the at what it's inspired by. It's rolling staircase is ridiculous. It's so big. Wow, I'm gonna look on the gallery see if anybody else made this. This is insane. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end. I'm looking forward to touring it with you guys. This should be pretty fun. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to stop my voiceovering for this part and then do my voiceovering for the tour. And I'm adding lanterns. I'm adding different stuff. I'm adding the twin. Remember the twins room? Oh my goodness, that part with the twins room where they see the and they got the ghosts, and oh, I love that part. I love all the parts. But like I said, I'm not a micro decorator. I really am just giving you a rough estimate. I'm just giving you, I want the spooky more so than the decoration. And plus, by the time I was done, I was beat. I was beat, guys. I was ready to stop. So I said, this is enough. This is basically the gist. And I want to make the basement too. So I want to do that nice, that those different rooms, the fountain room. It was very nice. It was fun. It was fun to make, but I don't want to ever do it again. You know how you feel that way? Like, it was fun. I don't want to ever do it again. I also made this a haunted house. Like, literally, they got haunted house residents as the basement. Remember that scene in the basement was so freaking scary. So I loved it. I'm thinking about doing the funeral home too. Let me know in the comments if you've watched the whole video. If you watched this far in the video, comment with a little emoji. I don't know. Let's think about it. Any emoji. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Maybe a house emoji or something funny. If you saw this much, I'm going to have like no comments with that with the emoji in it. But that's fine. I don't mind. Yes, like I was saying, I'm coming close to the end. Thank you for watching this far. And I think we're about to start the tour now. So let me stop this voicing right now. And I'll get ready to start doing the tour part. Okay. Okay, guys. So let us go into Hill House. Okay, we're going in, guys. Now, y'all remember the part when she goes in, and this is the grand entrance I wanted. I wanted to feel like the series. So this house is called Hill House. Here is worth, I believe, 286,000 simoleons. Is on a 64 by 64 lot. It has 2 bathrooms and 2 official bedrooms. So you can add more. You could definitely add more. I figured let's burn the money because this house is big and you need a lot of money for it, but not millions, just like 200-something thousand. So it's not so bad. So did it give you the Hill House feel? Let me know in the comments below. Did it give you that feel? I hope it did. And let's go up those steps. Now remember when he goes up the steps with the big stained glass window, and look at my entrance. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. The double staircase. That's the scene. That's the view I wanted. That's what I worked for. By the way, if you're just watching the tour version of this video and you want to see how I built this house, you can go back and watch the How I Built Hill House video if you're watching this tour. But if you've watched the whole thing and you're at this point with the tour, then you've already seen it being built. Now check out the famous hallway where you get the twins' room and they saw the mother running down the hall being crazy. So I had to fix the roof. But this is the twins' room. I was so happy. I said, wow. Like, I'm a big fan of the series. And now I get to have Hill House in my house. And that's pretty cool. And I wanted really high ceilings to kind of give it that grand feel, that scary feel. Especially when you saw the man. And I put like a random bathroom down here for the family. But do you remember when you saw the man come floating down? That ceiling was so high in that scene. And the man with the hat, and he was just floating down. I was like, oh my gosh, it was so scary. And yeah, I just wanted that nice entrance. So now this is, I call this the this one is going to be like, I want like a lot of like voids. I want it to be spooky. I want this house to feel scary. And I call this the Red Rooms hall. So this is what I did. I made several red rooms. Now if you remember the series, That's the kids' room. Remember, they go into the red room, and one version of the red room is the little girl's room. And you see, she's blowing out cold smoke. I made it haunted. I also put it on hollow ground. So yes, it is haunted. The house is haunted. It's scary. It's supposed to be scary. This is the scene where she poisons them, or tries to poison them and poison the other kid. And that scene had me just like bawling. Like, when I actually watched that, I was really sad. And this is another red room where I wanted to be kind of the mouth of the house, like the really scary red room. I even put a hidden stairway and a hidden doorway down there, so that it can be extra frightening and scary. So yes, now this is the famous spiral staircase, where you know what happened to that girl. So several of them on that staircase. I really like how it turned out. I wanted it to look frightening. That's what my main goal in this house was. I know when I was touring my own house, I was ready to leave. I said, this is scary. I was ready to go. I know my son by the end of it is ready to go, because it is a haunted house. And yes, the Sims will feel actual fear. They will be afraid in this house, just letting you know. And when you make your house a haunted house, you will hear bumps in the night. It will be actual bang sounds that literally made me jump. I was playing it, going through the tours, and I heard bang, like the piano keys being hit at the same time and falling down, and my sim jumped, I jumped. I said, well, this is scary. So you make some of the haunted house residents, it actually does do it. So remember the kitchen scene where he goes down the laundry chute, I believe it's like a laundry chute or something. I added something like that, and I couldn't make an actual laundry chute, but I added this. I said, that looks kind of like it. And that leads to the basement area. So I said, okay, so it's kind of cool. Again, I wanted it to be like just freaking scary. That was my goal. I said, I want this house to be scary to walk around. I want you to feel fear when you go through this house. I want you to feel like you're in the Netflix series. So yeah, so this is my build. Again, like I said, I'm speaking as if y'all haven't seen as if this is like a separate video from the building video, because we're making them two separate videos and one combined. So yeah, this is my bathroom. Like I said, I don't do a lot of decoration, but I really want the feel more so. If you want to decorate the house and you use it in one of your own videos, please give me credit and let me know. I would love to see what you did with my house. I love to see if your family's living in it. I would love that. That'd be awesome. So yeah, and I want the credit so I can get up to 4,000 watch hours so I can get paid on this channel. It will help me out big time. But yeah, as far as our dining room, everything looking pretty good. And I want to take y'all to the basement. Now the basement is when the haunted house like kicked in. I don't know why the timing worked out that way, but worked out great for me. So I want the basement to be really scary. It's a hidden hallway down there too. This is the basement area. And I wanted to have that feel of, remember when, was it Luke? I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched the series, but they got trapped down in the basement as kids. And that was like a ghost chasing them. I wanted to have that feel, so you can feel, you see the vibe? And yes, the haunted house started kicking in the basement. I went into one of these rooms and the light started to flicker. Yep, there it is. I was like, oh my gosh. Is it flickering? My son ran so hard, he didn't catch up. I was like, oh my gosh. So it started flickering in the basement. Sim started running around. She got scared. I got scared. I said, I'm ready to leave my own house. I said, I'm ready to leave. And that's the feeling that I wanted. I wanted it to feel scary. And the haunted house part of this is not even done. So when I left, like right now I'm going to show the outside, but I came back and I wanted to retour it when it was in haunted house full mode. So I left out, right? And I wanted to show the outside, and then I realized that the lights were shutting off. And I said, oh no. So I don't know if that comes from haunted house or hallowed ground, but something started shutting the lights off. And I said, okay, let's we're going to go back and retour it. I said, we're going to go back and we're going to retour the house in full haunted house mode. Now you remember one of the red rooms was the tree house. Now I couldn't put an actual tree house in the house, So I put a treehouse out here. So if you do download it, your sim will be able to build a treehouse right in between the trees. You can also see what hallowed ground gives you. Hallowed ground gives you these things. Netherworld cracks. I believe you can put your finger in one of them and pull out objects. So I kind of did that too. In a different house though. So this is where you can build your tree house. And have that everyone, one of the kids' red rooms is the tree house. Now look at this, guys. So it was all shut off and my sim was horrified. Look how scary this house looks without any lights. And yes, your sim will blow out cold smoke at certain times. Not sure if I captured it in this go around, but like it was so scary. I said I gotta retour the house in haunted mode, and it just shuts the power off. It just shuts off everything. If I had a television, look at that grand entrance. I wanted to show y'all something that, like, if it had a television, it turns into static. That's the cool part. Like if your TV is on, it'll sometimes turn itself on, and it turns itself off, and then it turns to static. So this house is gonna really have, y'all can have some fun with it. Like I want y'all to have a lot of fun living here. I mean, I have fun building it, but I want y'all to be scared living here. I want you to be scared in The Sims. That's my goal. Because The Sims is not really scary, but I want this house to make you feel some fear, like the series. So, so basically it's almost, I'm about to leave. I want you to show what the house looks like dark. You cannot control when it goes black like this. You just can't. It does it randomly. And yes, things will start showing up. Ghosts will start showing up. Things start breaking. Things start moving. It's scary. And that's what I wanted. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please tell me in the comments if you watched both videos. Look how she went running out. Let me, there, so things start popping up. Those like Slimer looking ghosts. And you're still going to freak out about it. So please tell me in the comments if y'all enjoyed my haunted house tour. If you enjoyed my hill house. And tell me if I did pretty okay on one of my, I think on like third builds on this channel. So yeah, let me know if it made y'all feel like it was like the series. And I hope to do more later. And if y'all want to see more builds, let me know in the comments below. I might not do it. So, okay guys. Bye.